Trading days, September 17th, 2016. This is a chart of the S&P, daily chart of the S&P 500, and what we're showing here is the Mercury Direct. Actually, we're showing both Mercury retrograde and direct. So the red arrows are pointing left, are the date that Mercury turns retrograde, and the blue arrows, you'll see a number of them, they're Mercury direct. Now, a couple of things here. As of last week, I noted the ones that are, there's an inferior conjunction and a superior conjunction. What we've just had is the inferior conjunction, and that means that Mercury is between the Earth and the Sun. I've had pictures of them last week, but you can look at them on the blog, last week's blog. Superior conjunction has Mercury on the other side of the Sun, so it would be Earth, Sun, Mercury. So let's look at the inferiors, and I've also on this chart we've got the speed of Mercury, the geocentric speed. So when it goes retrograde, it would appear to stop or slow down and stop. It's only an appearance. Obviously the planets aren't stopping, but if we look at this in conjunction with price, we'll see that the low in the speed of Mercury is either a low in price, or the low in price will hit shortly after the low in the speed. Let me say that again. So the geo speed of Mercury, the low is either going to be on a low, like what I'm pointing to, or it will be shortly after the Mercury geospeed low. So if we look at this one back in June the 1st, here's our inferior conjunction, and it went down afterwards. The one I was just looking at, it's right on. So we don't know which one going into it, but we do know it's going to be one or the other. And this week, I'm very dubious about the FOMC. The FOMC is the day before this Mercury direct date, which is the 22nd. The FOMC is September 21st. I'll bring it up now. There's also another aspect on September 22nd, and that is the Mars is going to conjunct the galactic center, which is at 27 degrees in Sagittarius, and it is just that, the center of the galaxy. So that aspect is very often near a low in stock. So this is either telling me that the FOMC is going to raise rates, which I doubt, or it's going to pass and push it off to December or a future date, in which case one would expect the markets to go up. That's certainly what they have done. So we're getting kind of two messages here. So September 22nd, now we may be getting two messages because it's Mercury is going direct. It's often a confusing time, just like the retrograde. So we've got the aspects aren't helping us with the FOMC decision or trying to figure out what it is. While I'm talking about this, I'll also mention that Mars, which is out of bounds, and again, if we don't know what all these terms mean, you can you can Google them, or you can look them up if you're a subscriber in Section 9. But it's out of bounds, and it's at the peak of out of bounds. So we got inconsistent Mars energy hitting on the 22nd, 23rd as well. That's all I'm going to say on this one. Thanks for listening.